Welcome to this tutorial on Linux input redirections. Have you ever wondered how you can take input for a command from files or other commands instead of typing it manually? That's exactly what input redirections does. It's simple but powerful way to work more efficiently in the Linux command line. In Linux, input redirection allows you to feed data into commands from files or other sources, saving your time and effort. So it allows to control where the output of commands is sent or where it comes from. Okay, this is nothing but output redirection and input redirection. There is an input and there is output. Okay, this functionality is incredibly useful for automating tasks, managing input and output streams, connecting commands in pipelines. So so today's topic is regarding file redirection. So as you know, like whenever we are running a Linux command, some of the Linux command require input. So that is nothing but std that we pass through keyboard. Okay. Then whatever the output is there, that we can pass as a std in to some other command. Okay, or we can pass that to terminal, okay, as a std out. Okay, but sometime when we are running command, it's give us error also. So that error also we display as a std error on the terminal. So this is the default behavior. We get input and we pass output to other command or pass to the terminal as std out or std error. So this is what we have discussed right now. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, with the first topic is output redirection. The output redirection default behavior is send to terminal, but we can pass the output to some other command also. Okay, so these are the two behaviors, std out. Okay, so common use cases include writing the output to a file or sending the output from one command to another command. So this is the example. Okay, so let's see on terminal. So this is our terminal. Okay, I have created two files. Okay, if I run ls, you can see we have two files, a.txt, b.txt. Okay, so let's see like what is the content of a.txt. So content of a.txt is this, content of b.txt is this. Okay, if you want to send the content of a.txt to some other file, so how we can do it? So we can use output redirection. So consider like we want to read a.txt, okay, and send it to create a new file. Okay, consider a new file we want to create from whatever the output is here. Okay, so how we can do that? By using txt. Okay, so this command, this particular symbol is nothing but output redirection. So whatever the output of this command is there, we are passing to some other command, some other command. In this we are passing to c.txt. So it will create a new file if it is not exist and add the content into it. So c.txt. So if we see the content of c.txt, we will see like text one is there. Okay, so let's consider how we can append the content of this by using output direction. So right now we have just put a.txt into c.txt. Let's do one thing. Let's put b.txt content also in c.txt. Okay, so if, if I run this, okay, sorry, I forgot to put this. If I run this, what will happen? Since we are using only greater than sign, single greater than sign, so it will override the content whatever is present inside it. But if we don't want to overwrite, we want to append the content. So in that case, we have to use double greater than sign. Then what will happen? It will preserve the previous content also. Plus, it will add the new content into c.txt. If I run again c.txt, we can see old content is also present. Plus, the new content from b.txt also added into the c.txt. So this is one use case where we want to create a new, we want to output content of any command, okay, into some file. Okay, it is not necessary cat. Okay, you can use ls. uh, Output of this command if we run, it will display on terminal. Okay, but you don't want to display on terminal, you want to pass this output of this command into some other file. Okay, so in that case we have to use a greater than sign. Let's create a new file, txt, and now instead of displaying the content on the terminal, we redirect the output to a file d.txt. If we see cat d.txt, it will display the whatever the output we redirected into this file. Okay, so next time if you run again some command, okay, and pass into d.txt, what will happen? It will overwrite the content, but instead of overwrite you want to append. Okay, you want to preserve the old content plus you want to add new content. In that case we will run double two times greater than and then run. Okay, so let's see the content. This time we will see the content having twice the same content. Okay, because we are running the same command and passing here. Okay, so this is output redirection. Okay, and this is very useful. Okay, I hope you guys understand the use of this particular. Also, like instead of like so this is like greater than sign. Okay, and this is double greater than sign. Now let's see what is input redirection. Okay, so this is like before input redirection, let's go to error redirection. So what happened, like whenever we are running any command and some like wrong parameters we pass or wrong command we run. Okay, so in that case Linux give us error on the screen. Okay, so Linux command generate output to the std error. Okay, standard error, std error. Okay, part of standard output. So it will display on the screen like a red content that tells us this has been failed. Okay, please check again. Okay, something like that. Okay, std error is used to output error messages or diagnostics. Okay, it is identified by the number 2. So usually like when we use greater than sign, so it is a standard output. Okay, but in if you want like standard error, like uh, in that case we use 2 and then greater than sign. Okay, so that means what we are telling. So if this command is, if we are running this command and something happens, something wrong happens, then whatever error will come, send that error to some file. Okay, we can give any name here. Okay. Another thing is like we can pass both error and standard error and standard output by using ampersand and greater than sign. Okay, usually when you are not passing two, just using greater than or double greater than sign, that means we are passing standard output. But when we are using two, we are indicating that we want to redirect standard error into file. Okay, but in some cases you want both, like standard error and standard output. In that case you can use ampersand and greater than sign. Okay, so let's see in the lab. Okay. So we know like when we are running this command, okay, greater than or greater than, this is nothing but standard output. Okay, but if we want to pass some error, okay, consider like we are running any command. Okay, this is the command we are running. Consider like we are by mistake we are running ls. Okay, so it is showing in red. Okay, ls, because there is no such command. Okay, if we're running this command without like let's remove this, just run. And if we are running this, the standard, so whatever error message we are seeing, this is nothing but standard error, std error. Okay, and by default Linux will display on the terminal. Okay, but instead of terminal we want to pass it to some file. Okay, error.txt file. So what we can do, we can use to greater than and the name of the error file. Okay, type.txt. Okay, so in this case, like it will not display on the error, but whatever error has came, that will go inside x.txt. Okay, if we cat and put x.txt, you can see the error message. This is the same error message that we received on the terminal, but instead of the terminal, this time we put into uh, into a file. Okay, so this is one thing. So 2 indicates standard error. Okay, if we are not putting 2, just using like greater than sign, In that case, it will be standard output. We want to pass standard output. Okay. If you want to append, same as like standard output, if you want to append the content into the file, we use double greater than sign. So if we run again and see the content of the file, we will see two contents. Okay, this was the old one. Okay, and this is the new latest one. Okay, so this is nothing but standard error. Okay, let's go back to our PPT. Okay, and this symbol, okay, ampersand and sometimes what happen, like we want to see both the content. Okay, both, like if error comes or standard output is there, both cases, like we want to pass to the file. Okay, so what we can do, we will use this content. So this content will, what it will do, it will handle both, like output and error. Okay, and both the content it will send to x.txt. If you are running this command by chance, like due to some reason some error comes, in that case also it will send the whatever output is there into the x.txt, or error is there into x.txt. Okay, both things it will send by using and greater than. Okay, and if we are using greater, that means it will append it. Okay, so it will append the content of x.txt by either error or either output. Okay, so this is the functionality of and twice ampersand, greater than, sorry. Okay, let's move to the next command. Okay, input redirection, same as output or standard output, standard error, we can have standard input also. Okay, let's clear this. Okay, what is this? The standard input. Okay, input redirection. So you might have seen, like sometime we are using like cat a.txt, a.txt. So we are passing a.txt as an input to this command, cat.a.txt. Okay, so this is nothing but like whatever the input, whatever the content of this file is there, we are passing as a standard input into cat. Okay, but what we can do, we can use this command also. Okay, greater than a.txt. This is also the similar. Okay, usually we not use this symbol because Linux will understand, like whatever file name is there after cat, we want to pass as a input to this particular command. So this is here. Okay, so this is nothing but standard input. Okay, this is standard input. Okay, we can use this with any type of command. Cat is just for example I have used. You can use short or any other command where like we want to pass a text. Even like for grep also we pass text file. Okay, so consider like grep is there. Okay, and we want to search for this a.txt. Okay, so see, so it is returning the result by highlighting the search text. Okay, we wanted to search one and it is showing like it is present. Okay. So this is nothing but input redirection. We can use this less than symbol also, or if we is not passing this symbol, Linux will automatically understand, like we whatever content is there after this particular command is nothing but as an input to this command. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay. Let's move to the next command. Next command is T. Okay, so this is also like one of the useful utility, you can say. Okay, so what this particular command do? This is very useful. Okay, so sometime when you are running commands, so we are using it. So basically, what it do now? It do the two things. Okay, first it display the output on the terminal, plus it redirect the output into the file also. Okay, so usually what happens, like we are doing like output redirection into files, in that case we not able to see the what is the output on the screen. Okay, either we can see on the screen or we can redirect into a file. But by using T, it will display the content on the screen also, and also it redirect into a file. Let's say into the lab. Okay, so consider like again ls LA. Okay, this is the command that we are running. Okay, so if we do like this, like a dot log, Okay, what will happen? Content will go into this particular file, and we not able to see it. To see what is the content written by this command, we have to cat it dot log. Okay, so if you see, like, this is like multiple commands we have to run to do a particular thing. So what we can do to avoid this, we can use t command. Okay, so la, then pipe symbol. Pipe symbol, this is very important symbol. Pipe symbol, what it do, it pass the whatever the output is there to the next command. Okay, so here we are using t, and we are passing into v dot log, etc. Okay, so in this case, this same content is also present, also passed into v dot log file, and also it display the content on screen also. We can see that v dot log, and we can verify the content. Both contents, this content, whatever is display on screen, and whatever we pass here, both are there because of this t command. Okay, t command, if you are using or passing, it will override. But if you want to preserve the previous content, whatever is present into b.txt file, you can use a flag append. Here, we run again, you will see double content. Okay, into b.log. You can see here. This was the previous one, and this is the new content. Okay, so this is new content. So this is t dot b dot t command. Okay, hope you understand the this pipes in command also. This is very important. Okay, let me explain you again. Okay, what is pipe? Consider like echo command is here. Okay. Okay, usually this command, if you run, it will display the content on screen. Okay, but suppose you want to pass this content to some other file. What you can do, you can use this. Okay, and then you can use any other command, okay, that you want to display. Okay, so let's say a cat a.txt. Okay, this command will return text. Okay, let's do one thing, pass this content to echo. Okay, let's see what it do. It is not displaying anything. Okay, let's use like some other grep. We want to search one. So you can see here what happened here is like cat.txt. This particular command will return text one. Okay, as we have seen here. So this file contain text one. Okay, and whatever content it returns, that content we are passing to grep command. The grep command, as you know, is used to search a content in a particular, like whatever input we are passing. So we are telling like search one in whatever input uh, is passed from this particular command. Okay, so this pipe command, this is very useful. By using pipe command, we can create very complex like commands and search for it. Like after like whatever it has written, you want to pass into some file. Okay, so you can use like this also. Okay, a1.txt. Okay, so what will happen? So t command we have used, that means whatever content it is displaying on screen, it is also present inside a.txt. Get a1.txt. Okay, hope you understand, like this pipe command is very useful in Linux. We can pipe multiple commands and do like filtering, sorting, or searching. A lot of things we can do, and at the end we can pass the result into a particular file. Okay, so this is very useful to use different commands on input. We are passing input from the output of previous command. Okay, whatever output it will return, it is given as a input. Whatever output it will return, it will given as a input to the next command. Okay, so this is very useful command. So hope guys, like you understand today's topic. Okay, hopefully like this is useful in your day-to-day activities by using redirection commands. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye, take care.